Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we're talking about that one special event every year. Yeah, it's Father's Day. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but honestly, for me, Father's Day is less about me and more about my cubs. I always try to do something special, with them. Not so much about, getting gifts for me and whatnot, because let's be honest, if you're like, the bear here, you probably already have all the things that, they would normally buy you. And you can only get so many, silly ties and whatnot. But the good news is that it also means sales. Lots and lots of good sales. So we're here in front of the old Home Depot here to see what are the top 10 Father's Day sales they've got going on. So let's take a look. Number one on the list, the Husky 12-inch tool bag. I'm a big fan of these kind of bags. This is the kind of, we used to call them, I think it was a brand. Was it Gator bags or whatever? Because they're wide mouth. They have a frame in there, so when they open up, they stay open, so you can have two hands on whatever it is you're loading into the bag and whatnot. And these things are great, not just for tools, but for all sorts of other stuff. I throw camera equipment in it. I got drone stuff. Things going on trips and whatnot. I use these bags for all sorts of stuff. And at $4.88, it's really hard to beat a good 12-inch, wide mouth bag like that. All right, next up on the list, number 9 is the Ridgid 15-amp Quart 10-inch compact table saw. I know we've been talking a lot about these compact saws lately, especially since Harbor Freight really came out and kicked the hornet's nest when they launched their new compact saw. As I've said a lot, even if you're not a Harbor Freight fan, which you know I am, but even if you're not, you gotta love what they're doing to the tool industry, which is basically serving up a whole smackdown heap of price-correcting goodness. Yeah, the Ridgid here, it's essentially the same thing as that Hercules saw. It's a job site compact saw. You can usually tell the difference between these because they have the frame on it. It's a smaller table on top. There's essentially two types of job site saws. There's the bigger ones. They'll have extensions, all the wings and stuff. And they have these little tiny ones, which are really nice, really mobile, easy to throw in the back of the truck. Anyway, this one has about the same specs as the Harbor Freight one. You're going to get that wide rip capacity. You're going to get a standard T-style, or I should say T-square style fence on it. Lots of good cutting capacity on it. You can rip a whole sheet of plywood in half. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't state anywhere on here that you can use this with a dado stack. My understanding is that when it came out, they advertised that kind of heavily, that the arbor is big enough to put a dado stack on. Then there were some issues. You can't even buy the dado stack plate for it anymore. I don't think it's advised to use with a dado stack. So, and honestly, I don't think anyone should be using any of these compact saws with a dado stack. The saw is just not stable enough for that. Anyway, it's just a safety thing. But still, $200. We were seeing this at $350 a while back with the folding stand. I thought that was a decent deal. $200. Oh my gosh, what a deal that is. And they do have their lifetime service agreement. Now, those of you who are fans of the channel for a long time know that I've been a little iffy and a little miffed, honestly, with Ridgid for finding a lot of ways to weasel out of their LSA agreement. So make sure you dot your T's, cross your I's, and file your paperwork so you can get your service when you and if you need it on this. All right, number 8 on the list. The Milwaukee M18 lithium-ion brushless cordless hammer drill impact combo kit. Now they're doing a whole buy a tool combo kit, get a free tool to go with it. And with this kit, and this is one of the nice, I think if you're looking as a starter kit, it comes with that hacksaw. Now I've been kind of down on the M12 version of this. Now not the M12 Fuel, but this is the 18, so you're going to get, a little more oomph behind it. And you're going to have, battery capacity, or compatibility, I should say, with a wider range of tools. Not to say that there isn't a whole ton of the 12-volt ones. But I really like this kit. And if you're looking to get into, the Milwaukee line, on top of this, it's not just a drill driver. It's a hammer drill that this comes with, and it's brushless. That is a steal of a deal. at $200. Number 7 on the list, the Ridgid 12-gallon 5 peak horsepower wet-dry vac. Yeah, it's kind of become a general consensus that the best bang for the buck when it comes to shop vacs seems to be from Ridgid. Go figure. And on top of that, if you buy this one, and that's a nice price there at $69, you also get a free 20-ounce Ridgid tumbler. What more could one ask for? Anyway, this is a pretty nice little kit. It comes with everything you're really going to need to get started. I like that it's on wheels, and there's a nice little mod. If you go out on YouTube, there's a great little mod for these because they, down here on the feet, they have little circular cutouts so these hoses can stick into them. Well, people are taking them, putting 4 PVC pipes on it, and then making a platform above it to put a second stage, like a, what do they call it, the dust buster or whatever, a second stage unit on it, so you're not having to change this part very often. And and then it's rolling on its own wheels, so you have a nice little mobile shop cleaning system. And at $70, I might have to go pick one of these up. All right, next on the list, if you like Ryobi, if you're going green and you already are in that Ryobi system, you gotta like this. That's $100 is gonna get you not one but 2 of these 3 amp hour batteries with the charger and the kit. Now, the one thing that Ryobi makes decent batteries. They're not the best batteries on out there, but if you're looking for a higher capacity battery and you're looking to and it comes with a nice little compact charger there, it's a great way to add on to the system you may already have. All right, what was that? It was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, number 5. All right, we're catching up. The DEWALT. They have this kit here. This is the 20 volt max. Remember, that's the same as an 18 volt system. It's max versus nominal voltage. It's just a marketing thing. Anyway, so you get the 20 volt max, lithium ion, cordless, 7 tools with 4 amp and a 2 amp battery and a rolling toolbox, the Tough System toolbox for $500. This is your one and done kind of system there. This is, you buy it all, you're looking to get started, maybe you want to, you've been doing some like prosumer or even the cheaper kind of stuff and you want to jump up and get a whole system. This is the way to do it. Now, many of you know I'm not a huge fan of DEWALT, mostly for the battery system, all right? I find the batteries to be overpriced, but you got a nice selection of batteries with this. And then if you choose to go with a third-party battery, some of the ones we've talked about before, that's a really economical way to get into this and really, make this a useful system at an affordable price. Especially considering you're getting 7 tools for, $500 plus that Tough System toolbox, which honestly, I got to admit, is a nice little system. Number 4 on the list, we're back to Milwaukee, and as I said, the M12. And if you're looking to get into M12, wow, $100 will get you 2 of these. You get the drill driver and the impact driver. Now, these are not the fuel system. These are the base level ones. But you get 2 of the M12 battery packs, you get the charger, and you get the bag for $100. If you're looking for some light duty work or some compact work, maybe you're doing HVAC kind of stuff, $100. I love the Harbor Freight ones. I've got the Harbor Freight set, but I also have these. And I'll be honest, I like the form factor that the Harbor Freight and the DEWALT uses. I like that better for the 12 volt system. But, I mean, you can't argue with the price. And oh my gosh, you just can't argue with the fact that Milwaukee does have by far, the largest 12 volt system out there. If you want to buy other tools, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. Milwaukee has, I've seen some amazing stuff. The pipe cutters, they have sawzalls, they have circ saws, they have everything. They have light stands, all taking this 12 volt system. You could go entirely 12 volt and not even have to worry about an 18 volt system. I'm not even joking. All right, number 3 on the list is the Milwaukee Workbench here. Now, this is a 61-inch workbench, and I'm gonna be real frank with you. This is not a pro-level workbench. I know it's got the Milwaukee name on it, but this is more on par with like the Yukon build quality or the Husky build quality, but it does have some pretty nice features to it. Let me see if I can pull up some of the pictures. It's got a couple nice deep drawers on it. It's got some decent slides. You can see they've added an extra rail here, so you have some good support on the wheels. Not great support, but good support. You got a nice cabinet down here. You can put some of the larger items in and whatnot. Now, the one thing, I'm going to see if I can find it here. Yeah, there's another. They've got the power tool drawer there. But this back piece on it is easily removable. It's easy to change. And it makes for a nice, mobile pegboard. So if you want the pegboard on it, you can have it up. If you don't like it, you can take it down. Nice and simple. And for the price, it's hard to beat that, the kind of storage you're going to get on that. Oh, and by the way, it's got the power strip on the side there. All built in, nice little shelf on the side. So anyway, number 2 on the list is Ridgid. All right, so they're doing a lot of these buy a kit, get a free, tool. They're doing it in Milwaukee. They're doing it in Ridgid, and they're doing it in Ryobi. Well, so you have this large selection here of all these different kits that they're offering, but I'm going to recommend you go with this one right here. Not the one here that's got the multi-tool and the jigsaw. Get this one with the extra batteries, and here's why. Let me pull this up. Come on. You can do it. There we go. All right. So you see here, this, oh, go away. This multi-tool, I got to say, Ridgid probably makes what I think to be one of the best multi-tools in the market. This is their Job Max system where the head is interchangeable. You pull this little lever here, you fold it back, and this whole, the gray part here, comes off, and you can put different heads on that tool, which means you can get a jigsaw head for it. You can get an impact driver. They have a ton of them. It's all basically a tool system in one. So get the extra batteries and get this. Then you have your 2 base. You have your impact driver, your drill driver, and then you can. Let me see if I pull this up here, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, brushless combo kit. It comes with a 2 Bluetooth 3 amp hour batteries. Ridgid does have some decent chargers. I'm pretty happy with those. But again, and that's what I was trying to check to make sure, this is not just a drill driver, it's a hammer drill. So you've got your drill driver / hammer drill, you've got your impact driver, and Ridgid makes excellent impact drivers. And then you got this, which is your catch-all. Think of them as your free safety tool unit there, and a nice bag. I like the Ridgid bags, I got to be honest. And the number 1 on the list, once you're getting all this, I gotta say the DEWALT system makes a good system, for storage. Milwaukee makes a good system for storage, but they're stupid expensive. The Ridgid makes a nice, inexpensive tool system or at least tool storage system in their Pro Gear Cart system here. Here's the 22 inches. This is your base of that system for $60. Yeah. Anyway, and I've seen people using those for a lot of different things. I saw a real estate agent recently who was using that to cart paperwork and stuff around, and I know somebody who does a lot of shooting. He puts his guns in it to take them to the range and whatnot. A lot of uses for that system. Anyway, I hope you and yours have an excellent Father's Day. It's a time to make sure you take a time out, if you're a busy dad like me, and spend it with the Cubs. And remember that, it's a blessing to be able to raise children in this day and age, and to be there as a father and set an example and whatnot. So make sure you spend the time to be thankful, and I hope you and all have a blessed Father's Day. Take care, everyone, and as always, shine on.